Got a new iron griddle. I'm going to show you how to make it perfect the very first time. Hey, what up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Summertime Kev, and we're in Poppy's kitchen today, but we're in Poppy's kitchen outside. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and I was gifted a Thanksgiving Day gift from my two good friends from Oklahoma. They gave me a 720 square inch cast iron griddle that has 4 burners, and I'm going to show you how to cook on it for the very first time and not make a single mistake. Let's get to it. Okay, so the most important thing to do is to season your cast iron. Now, there'll be directions in the package or in the box wherever you got it, or just look it up online. It's super simple. It takes about 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, because you're going to heat it up. You're going to put oil on it, anything but animal oil. It's going to vegetable oil or avocado oil or flaxseed oil, something that has a high smoke rate. You're going to heat it up, and you're going to put that on there, and you're going to spread it on there real thin with a paper towel, or I used an old cloth or whatever, and then it's going to smoke off, and then you're going to do that again. You're going to do it 4 times, at least 4 times, but everything, the whole thing, corner, side, back, front, whatever you can get to, and it's going to smoke off. That's important. The next thing you do, you're going to do what I do in all my smash burgers. You're going to start out with the best cut of meat you can get. And when I mean cut, I mean ground beef. I get the 80/20, and I get it from my butcher shop next to my house, and everything that's going in there is off of prime cuts. If you can't do that, just go with your best 80/20 grain-fed, all natural, something like that. If you can get it at a butcher shop where it's cut in-house, it'll be much, much, much better. So hopefully you can find a butcher shop or a grocery store around you that still does fresh ground beef. All right, number 3, preheat that grill and have everything ready. When you pat these patties out, do not pack them tight. Just make little balls, maybe 3 to 4 to 5 ounces each, depending on how big you want your smash burger to be. Do not pack them together. Salt and pepper them, and then smash them down when you get them on there. Now, I'm going to tell you, these are going to cook so fast. I heated this up to about 480 to 500 degrees. Even the onions, they just cook super fast. You can spray a little oil down before you put your burgers on. I did a little oil after I got the onions down there, but they're not going to stick. Once that thing is seasoned, it's like a non-stick. So smash them down really good, and you can go as thin as you want. I went really thin on these, and they cooked almost, 2 minutes at the most. And they were a little bit bigger patties than I normally do. They were about 3.5 to 4 ounces each. And have everything ready. I didn't have my cheese ready, so I had to send for the cheese because it wasn't ready yet. And look, this is going to be real time. I'm going to show you. This is not going to take any time at all to cook these. And it was almost like smash them down and then go back to the first one, and it was almost done, and then flip it over and put the cheese on, go to the second one, flip it over and put the cheese on, etc. So it might have took it a little bit longer than 2 minutes, but not much. So I'm going to get these onions flipped back over, and you can throw butter on here. When you seasoned it, you need to use a high smoke oil, and it's also best to use a high smoke oil if you want to put some on it before you put your burgers down, just to give a little extra non-stick. But they're not going to stick, so like I said. But I used butter with the onions, and it didn't take them any time to turn brown and caramelize. So I flipped them over to get the other side. When you're doing these, just you don't have to heat up your entire surface if you have more than one burner, which I guess most of them do. Mine had 4, so I turned this left side off where the onions are just a minute, and so it wouldn't burn any of the onions, because these burgers are ready to flip over. Now, I did the bread at the very end. You're going to take a look and see that, and I did brown it, and it just took about 30 seconds. I was completely surprised about how fast this thing preheated, which I was afraid it would take longer to preheat. It doesn't take any time at all. You turn those things on high, it's hot. This is a 60,000 BTU unit, and like I said, 720 square cooking inches, and it didn't take any time. So I'm getting these things unstuck, and the longer you leave them down like that, the more they get the crispy edges. These really got nice and brown and crispy, and they were just amazing. So you can see the cheese is going on, and then once I flipped them, it's only going to take about a minute to get them done. That cheese is going to melt, and the burgers will be ready to take off and eat. And by the way, it's a very windy day, and it's 43 degrees outside, and I speeded this up just a tiny bit to make it a little bit shorter. Now, down goes the butter, and on go the bread. And these are brioche buns, and literally 30 to 45 seconds, and they were brown and they were toasted and they were perfect. It doesn't take any time at all. Incidentally, I had already kind of cleaned up the grill a little bit. When you get done, you don't have to clean it right then. You can go inside and eat and enjoy the food, and then go back outside and turn it back on and scrape all that off, and then put more oil on it, and then you're done to the next time. That's as easy as it gets. You can watch this process at the end of the video where I cleaned it up. It basically, you just can squirt some water on it to deglaze it, and then just scrape it all off and scrape it into your hole, and then just put some more oil on it and wipe it down, and you're good to go to the next time. When you seasoned it, I meant to tell you, it turns black. It's supposed to turn black. If all of it doesn't turn black, it eventually will. The only reason it didn't turn black is because it wasn't quite hot enough. But eventually, it is going to turn black like the rest of the grill top. So I'm going super simple on these smash burgers. It's going to be lettuce, ketchup, mayo, the grilled onions out there. I'm doing a double patty, and it's got a double cheese, and that's white American on there. And that was it. I cut this thing in half. Look how juicy it is. It was delicious. I'm telling you, it was fast. Way better than a charcoal or a regular gas grill. Now, that was my first time. I seasoned it that day and then cooked on it immediately. It took about 30-45 minutes to season it, and then I just started cooking on it, and it was that easy. So this is what I did immediately after pulling the burgers off, but you don't have to. All I did is put some water on it, deglazed it, wiped that into the hole, and then I squirted more oil on it and wiped it in, and now it's ready for the next time, which is incidentally is on my next video, which was the very next day, and I cooked a pizza on this thing. I'm telling you, it came out like a pizza oven crust, which means it was thin and crispy and tender, just like you got it at a pizza parlor that they put it in an 800-degree oven. So check out my next video for that. And there's one secret to making it the best pizza you've ever had, and I'm going to give you that secret on my next video. I will see you guys over there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.